So I met Diem through middle school. We were best friends throughout middle school. We danced together at a studio. Once we got started going to high school, we kind of just drifted apart and just went our separate ways. And I really felt the Lord tell me throughout that time that Diem was always going to be in my heart, and she always had a special place in my heart. Diem and I were always on the same dance team, so I feel like her just being a presence in my life was God saying this isn't over, because if it would have been over, he would have completely removed her.
I was at a point in my life where everything was just stale. It was just, nothing was really going my way. I felt super lonely. I was at a point in my life where I just didn't really feel like me. The end of my sophomore year, the summer, Olivia invited me back to Impact, and honestly, my first reaction when she invited me back to Impact was, I would describe it as thankful.
Inviting her back to a place that I knew had done so much for me in my spiritual walk with Jesus, I was just excited for her to experience that, but I was nervous that she wouldn't accept that, just hoping and praying that she would, because I know how good it would be. So
as soon as I got plugged in and started coming every week and being able to start talking more and being able to pray in small group, I visually saw things in my life that God was doing, and things that he was changing in my life for the better. And then this summer I went on raft trip, and that's really the moment where I found him and I accepted him into my life. We were just singing songs and worshiping and just praying, and then Tanner asked who has accepted Jesus into their life. I was one of few that stood. That's just the moment where I really felt he was right there with me, and I was ready to accept him into my life and know that his way is better. And then a few weeks later, we were kind of talking about the outdoor baptism that was going on, and it was not really as much of am I ready? It was I have accepted him and I'm ready to take that next step of getting baptized and being renewed from his word and everything. So Impact really led me to the point where I got baptized a few weeks ago, and it's just been great ever since.
It never hurts to ask. The worst that's gonna happen is you get a no, and that's not your fault, which I think was a big thing for me, because Diem wasn't the first lost friend that I've invited to Impact, but Diem probably was the first friend that has been open to coming. I feel not putting so much pressure on yourself for their heart posture is a really big thing.
On my side of it, if you are wanting to take that next step but you're super nervous, just let God take over, honestly. God can work through us in any ways, because we all have different stories. He doesn't just work for one story. He works for all of our stories, and you see that through our small group.
I feel life without Jesus would be very empty. Just seeing people without Jesus and thinking about how they have to go through daily life without a savior that they talk to every day, that's crazy to me, and that breaks my heart. So you have to do something with your heartbreak for it to make a difference.
No matter where you are at in your life, no matter how low you are, you are never low enough that he can't pick you up and start a new life for you, because that's exactly what he did for me. And I would describe my journey as renewed. Definitely my old life is gone, and I have a new life now. I have went from death to life.